Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mongo's Garage, Saturday afternoon. Well, I don't think it's quite afternoon yet. It's only about 10:20. KJ and I got up early this morning, hauled some scrap into the scrap yard, and as you can see, we got pretty much everything cleaned up here. Getting ready to bring the charger in. So let's get this project underway, huh? So like we were saying before, this has been apart, what, 13 years, Chad? Or you've owned it for 13, it's been apart for 6, something like that. 8 years. So this is the worst part here. The doors obviously weren't sandblasted, actually vapor blasted, right? They did it with water. So this car was vapor blasted about 6 years ago, 5, 4, I don't know. But at some point back in the day, somebody did some naughty there, just so you can see how deep that mud is. But that's not what it's here for. We're going to get all the bare metal done. We're going to get the quarters finished on it, and we're going to get it in primer. So it's not going to be a completed project when it leaves the garage, like I said, but it is going to be a lot closer than it is now. Just giving you guys a good once-over of what we got here, what we're working with. We'll get to see the underside soon once we get it on the lift. Get it emptied. And we should be good. 1969 Dodge Charger. There's a 318 car, the little old lady's car. It won't be when Chad's done with it. General Norman. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? You got the Mongo Man here, Saturday afternoon. I think it's about 4:45. And we have been very busy out here in the shop today. Just wanted to let you guys know what we did and what we've got going on. Check it out. Like I told you, the next time you see this car, it's going to be on the rotisserie. And sure enough, General Norman is on the rotisserie. We spent most of the day trying to get this thing up on here, and once we did, we turned loose with a bunch of grinders and started cleaning everything up underneath of it. The car was vapor blasted. I believe he said it was 6 years ago, and when they vapor blasted it, the unfortunate thing was it froze almost immediately. And so what happened is it looks just like this. It's got lots of surface rust on it. So how we're combating that, of course, is we're coming with flap wheels over top of everything and getting it all ground down. Now what you can see here is I've already started to mark out some of the areas I'm going to have to address. There's some pinholes in some of this stuff. The underside, as you can tell, looks beautiful. 1969 Dodge Charger. Here in Western Pennsylvania, you're not going to find one that looks as nice as this. But these couple pinholes that I'm pointing out to you here are actually from the inside out. And we also have what you can see right there is one of the frame connectors that we'll be installing. I've got to do some trimming on it. You can see I've got the trimmings marked off there, but that's not for a while yet. I just wanted to lay it in there and see what it looked like. But we're also debating whether or not we're going to home make some torque boxes, and for the front and rear there, I guess they cover the fronts as well to stiffen that up. But you can see we're going to have to do some, Chad had a guy put quarters on it. Chad was in the midst of doing it, but had ran into some problems and someone did it for him. He did a really nice job fitting them to the car, but didn't get it completely done. As you can see here, on this is the passenger side of the car. They're still screwed in there. They're not even welded in. And you can see here, there's a lot of rosettes that need to be completed. But that's why it's here. We're going to get all that done. And hopefully we're going to get some primer put on this old girl. We're calling it General Norman. Case in point, obviously General Lee, right? 1969 Dodge Charger from the Duke Boys. Well, Chad's dad's name was Norman. And it's just one of those things that you want to do for, you know, to bring back the memory of loved ones and people that were important to you. So I figured General Norman would be a good name for this car. Chad's already done a bunch of work to the apron here, the engine compartment, but there is some things we're going to have to do. There is little holes like this one here that are going to have to be welded up, one side or the other. This side right here, I'll show you from here, is going to need some work, but we can handle all that. That's what we're here for. But as far as the rad support's in beautiful condition. And the car overall, even from the inside, see, this is where I was talking about before. This is where that floor, you can see there, must have got some water in it, and it rotted from the inside out, not the outside in. Gonna have to do a little patch down here, but for the most part, everything in here, and this rotisserie, I can't say it enough, this rotisserie is just a godsend. It's gonna make this job so much easier. So, yep, that's what we got done here today at Mongo's Garage. Got General Norman well on his way to where we need it to be. Like I said, this is not going to be a completed project when it leaves the garage, but it's going to be a whole lot more complete than it is right now. I'm hoping you guys will most definitely get down there in the comments and let us know what you think of General Norman, and you know, what you're thinking so far of everything that we've got done here at Mongo's Garage. We're trying to earn your subscriptions so that we could get the subscription rate up over 1,000 here at Mongo's Garage. And I'm going to change up the way that we do videos. I'm probably going to go ahead and post one video to show you guys what we've got going on here and how we got to this point so far. But I'm probably going to start maybe weekly or bi-weekly updates rather than every day. I know every day, especially when we were getting close to the end there on Pat, that was getting a little carried away. But so with General Norman, we're going to back off of that a little bit. And we're going to go probably bi-weekly, maybe even tri-weekly. I don't know. Depends on how much footage we get. And we're going to try and make the videos less updatey and more trying to tell the story of, you know, what's going on out here in the garage and how we're progressing with the project. So, all right. Glad you guys could come along with us here and check out what we've got going on so far. And we hope you come back and keep up with us as we progress on General Norman, 1969 Dodge Charger. In the garage here once again this evening. There used to be two holes here. There was a big one right here, one right here. I do believe there was one. I hit them so well, I don't even know where they are anymore. There was one right up here. There was one back here. There was one right here. And there was one right here and one right there. Those are all gone. What we did here tonight was got ready to put the frame connector in. As you can see, I've got this general area here all really cleaned up well and ready to go. In a moment, I'll show you what that frame connector looks like here in place. So this is what the frame connector looks like in the frame. I'm sorry, on the car. As you can see there, it fits up pretty nice and flush now. Just had to trim a couple areas on it to get it to fit. And as you can see now, it fits really nice. So now what we need to do is get a bunch of, need to get that sprayed underneath with some primer. Once the primer's under there, I can put that thing where it belongs, and that's essentially gonna be where it belongs. So we got the couple little holes welded up here tonight, got this all cleaned up, and got this frame connector fitting. Really think it looks good here so far. It's a matter of getting her welded on there now. Hey guys, welcome to the garage again here this evening, Monday night. My objective tonight is to get the driver's side frame connector fit and ready to weld on. Why don't you hang out here in the corner with us, and I'll be talking to you and describing what I'm doing here. First thing I got to do, just like on this side, you can see how everything's been all nice and clean. So we got to do that to this side. That's the first thing we're going to get done here. All right, so I've got this area pretty much cleaned up. These are the spoils of war here. That took about a half hour to get it to the point where I'm comfortable with it. I've got a couple holes here that are gonna need filled. Here, there's one here, and one right there. So a couple little holes over here on this side that'll need filled. But I already started fitting the frame connector. So far, that little section right there is all that I can see I need to take off. The process that we're in right now is actually just taking this piece, fitting it, bringing it back over here, trimming it, fitting it, trimming it until I'm happy with it. You can see here I got a little bit to trim out there, and then where the park brake bracket mounts, a little bit right there. I'm gonna so this is the driver's side frame connector. Kind of lay it in there. I'm pretty happy with all the gaps across the back of it, but once you get to the front past here, it opens up pretty big. But everything's down flush, so I'm thinking that the floor has actually got a bow to it across the middle. Might have to do a little bit more work on it to get it where we want it, but it's pretty close. I got all the holes welded up, cleaned off. That was one, that was one. There's one here, and then the two that are under the frame connector, obviously you can't see them right now. So that's passenger side, and now driver's side. So that's what we got done out here tonight. I got the driver's side frame connector fit, well, pretty much fit. I would say 95% there. Needs a little bit more. Once we get the primer and stuff up under there, we'll be able to tell a little bit better what we got to do. So, all right, we are gonna sit down here and do a little bit of Super Duty wire harness diagnosis, and then head into the house. That's it. See you guys later. Say bye to the people, KJ.
Bye, people.
See y'all.